Good morning, everyone. It's Sunday, and I'm just taking Kita here out for her morning walk. So down to the favorite beach. It's really nice too. It's good on my back. Still feel like the nerves are a little pinched, so I'm going to go see a chiropractor again on Tuesday, and hopefully that remedies that. And that should be still in time for Todd when he comes back through here. What I wanted to talk about was, I just wanted to talk quickly about meeting up with the preacher yesterday before I go and meet with this other preacher from this Alliance Church today. And yesterday the church I went to was Seventh-day Advent. Upon talking to him, actually it was quite interesting. I walk in there and I was early, so they said I might enjoy going and sitting in Bible studies. And I walk into the conversation, they're going over Peter. And it was quite interesting because it was brought up about before Jesus made his final journey to before he was going to be crucified. Peter, and plus he was telling his apostles then, and Peter went to him and tried to stop him and asked him not to go. And Jesus turns to him and basically says, "Stop it, Satan," and they were talking about it, what is that, Peter is Satan? But it's not, right? And they go into their discussion about it, and I'm thinking, well, that's interesting, because I think even the lust for life, that's what Jesus is turning to Peter and saying, we have to sacrifice all. I mean, even that one thought, even what seems to be a thought of goodness, where you're trying to save your friend, you got to allow, no matter what the consequences, you have to strive for what you believe in. You have to strive for God. And if that means that you're going to be crucified and you know that, you have to still proceed. You have no fear once you know you're on the path for God. And I'm starting to see now, and I was very, people know I was questioning Jesus, but I have to say, as of this moment, I think I actually do see now Jesus, but I think people pushing to say to preach to Jesus, that's not what was meant. Because even Jesus, I'm starting to read, and Corinthians is quite interesting. I'm starting to get in there, into that part, or that book, and I am just dumbfounded by some of the passages I'm reading. And I'll go through them later in a different video, but nonetheless, what I'm seeing is that Jesus came to show us the path, how we go about going to God. It wasn't about preaching to Jesus to get to the Lord in heaven. It's about going and following the footsteps of Jesus in order to get to the Lord in heaven. And we must follow what Jesus showed us, step by step, And I'm also with the video series Servant King. That was part of the awakening here, because I'm about halfway through right now. I got to watch the rest later on today after church, but I'll tell you, once you watch that, that's like a key to unlock the Bible, how to read it properly. Because once you understand Servant King, go back and read the Bible, and you'll see that it reads out now properly. Like, you understand that that's what you must do. You got to go out and explore that, follow Jesus. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Okay, so what I want to do, you can see my little setup here. I got my Bible. Now this is interesting. So I went to the church. Let's see. Let's get out of the sunlight here. This will work better. This is the Bible they gave me. Look at this. And this here is the King James Version. So for those who don't see that. Now it's quite interesting. On the back here it says, "The sands of time for this old sin-cursed world are fast running out. The prophecies of God's holy word are nearly all fulfilled." Sorry about the reading there. I have to read past my camera, but it's quite interesting. And I kind of pointed that out to the preacher yesterday, or the day before yesterday, because this I got on Saturday when I went to the Seventh Advent Church. And I sat down with that preacher afterwards. He didn't want to be on film, or the pastor, I should say. And then his wife came in too, but we got onto the subject of the flat earth, and I don't think he's seeing it. And it's interesting because, they're absolutely against evolution, but for some reason they're not seeing how they could be lied to by scientists about the globe, which this is interesting. And I was looking at this hourglass too, That's as above, so below, maybe. It's quite interesting. And then yesterday I went to the Alliance Church, and then that preacher he spent maybe 5 minutes with me, and then as soon as I was getting into, actually that's what I want to show you guys too. I'm going through Corinthians here while I was at church, and it was quite interesting. I love this passage here, As you study, I love the Bible now. There's so much wisdom here. So here, it's Corinthians chapter 1, and going right to verse 19 and 20. I'll read out to you guys. "For it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise, and will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. Where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of this world? Has not God made foolish the wisdom of this world?" That's quite interesting. For me, I'm thinking, there's a lot more here. I want to let you guys, you can go to your Bibles and read all of Corinthians. But I find Corinthians is quite interesting because I feel there's a lot to be said there. And I think that applies to what we're walking into here, what he's talking about there. But I'm going to keep this short and sweet. Just want to let you know about both going to both churches. And another thing I found is they sang a lot instead of going in, they would only go through a couple verses, which I wish it was more in depth in both the churches, because I sat through the sermons. That one going into the Bible school first, that was interesting because that led me into wanting to look at Peter. And, Vancouver. See, this is how I stream here, and the shop right there, the Wi-Fi connection, so it does not too bad. Can't wait for Todd to come back through, and then I can get on with the tour too. Back's a little bit better. I think I need one more crack though, but nonetheless, I'm gonna get on that right away. And Todd should be in Vancouver tomorrow, the next day, he said, so I hope you guys all hook up, get some footage of that, and remind him to turn his phone sideways, get better footage. What else? Well, that's about it. Hoping to hit a lot more. Well, actually, I'm going to go meet with the other preacher from the Seventh Advent Church tomorrow morning at 9:30. His wife, they had something to run off to, and his wife seemed to be, I don't know, interrupting too much when we were trying to talk. But I'll have some time with him tomorrow. Hopefully, maybe I can get him to answer the 4 questions, but we'll see. I'll let you guys know. I just wanted to put this one out to let you know how the weekend went with going to both churches and trying to discuss the flat earth and Genesis and stuff like that. Okay. God bless you all.